Mr. Bonzai here in Hollywood, and I'm with Moby in his studio in the hills, and new album,
hmm
and it's called Innocence. Is there a main theme?
well, one thing I always have to be clear about is it's innocence like a plural noun, like Innocents, which in a way is sort of referring to the people who were working on the record with me, because I had a lot of collaborators, like my friend Wayne from the Flaming Lips, and Mark Lanigan, and Damien Gerardo, a really amazing singer named Cold Specs, and a bunch of other people. So I guess if it has a theme, I'd say it's a lo-fi indie electronic record that has, like, at least from my perspective, quite a lot of like sort of like warmth and vulnerability to it.
And you just pulled out a piece of gear that you used a lot on the album, the Echoplex,
hmm
I remember from the 60s. How did that figure into the overall texture?
Well, there are a lot of people making very clean, very polished electronic music records these days. And Spike Stent, who helped me produce the album, um, when he and I first started working on the record, we decided that we wanted it to be very sort of broken down feeling, very vulnerable. And one way to make the record feel more vulnerable was to put everything through this old tape delay. We'll have a bunch of old tape delays, like I have a Univox over there and another Echoplex and a Space Echo. And so basically, whenever something started to sound too clean, we would just put it through an old tape machine, and all of a sudden it sounds broken down and vulnerable.
And fitting with the theme.
Hopefully, yeah.
Last question. When you talk about collaboration, you've got your setup here. Did they come here?
Some people, like Wayne, recorded his vocals in Oklahoma. Mark Lanigan and Cold Specs and Skylar Gray came here. Damien Gerardo worked up in Seattle. Like, it's one of the beautiful things about the world of digital music is all you need is a Dropbox or WeTransfer, or you send it and you just send stuff back and forth, and it's really simple.
Well, what's the genesis though? Do you write a theme and give it to them and they come up with?
Yeah, with most of the songs on the record where I had collaborators, like I wrote the music and they wrote the lyrics and the vocals. In some cases, maybe I wrote the lyrics and the vocals, but for the most part, that was their contribution.
Hmm. Well, how long have you been working on it?
I don't know, because I never really stopped working. So it's not like there's like an album period that ends and then I begin the next one. It's sort of like I just keep working, and at some point hopefully have music that I like that I release as a record.
Well, good. I'm looking forward. Well, I've heard a little bit,
hmm
so I'm looking forward to hearing the whole thing.
Oh, thanks.
And thank you very much.
Oh, thanks.
See you around the neighborhood.